आज हम बात करने वाले हैं बांग्लादेश की ह्यूज फैक्ट्रीज के बारे में जो कपड़े के काम करती है बांग्लादेश के अंदर, जो पूरे वर्ल्ड के अंदर बेचे जाते हैं उनके कपड़ों के बारे में बात करेंगे। आज हमारे पास एक इंटरेस्टिंग सा व्लॉग है, उसके ऊपर रिएक्शन देंगे और आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे कि किस तरीके से इंडियन लोग बांग्लादेश के कपड़ों के शौकीन है, वहाँ की फैक्ट्री उसके बारे में विजिट कर रहे हैं। आज भी हमारे पास इसी तरीके से एक वीडियो है और ये रिएक्शन देंगे वीडियो के ऊपर कि बांग्लादेश के अंदर इंडियन आया है सिर्फ फैक्ट्रीज को देखने के लिए कि किस तरीके से इस फैक्ट्री उसके अंदर काम होता है, आला क्वालिटी की कपड़े बनते हैं। वीडियो देख के फिर आपके साथ बात करते हैं।
Good afternoon from Chittagong, Bangladesh. Today I'm going to be showing you guys one of the main watch out. I'm going to be showing you guys. So if you don't know, Bangladesh is a big producer and manufacturer. It's okay. Next time. So yeah, we're going to be showing you a textile factory where they make clothing, because that is one of the main exports here in Bangladesh. So we're going to talk to the owner who runs this factory, and we're going to explore how they actually make the clothing here. So I'm very excited to show you guys. Alrighty guys, here we are, and this is the factory, the Chaudhary Group factory, and the man of the hour, Mr. Rashid. This is the brains behind this operation. If you don't mind introducing yourself.
Okay, so I am Rashid. I am the Deputy Managing Director of Chaudhary Group, and it's a whole lot. I think it's a family-run business. We have a total of 5,000 working people, which are our family, and we're based on garments. So we basically manufacture finished garments.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with the store. This is where we start. So this
Okay.
so you know how.
How long have you guys been in business?
So we've been in business since 1995.
1995. So your father was.
My father is basically the main man behind
Okay.
this business, and he's the one who's got the brains who started all of this.
But you guys took it to the next level.
We're taking it. Yes,
Okay.
we are. It's a bond that is still going on with our father. And
That's
we're
great. That's
currently
great.
Running it together.
Awesome. So let's do it.
Yep. So Bangladesh is I think now it's ranked the second largest garments exporter in the world.
Yes.
So the reason behind this is because paying when you wanna when you talk about salary and stuff like that, how in the US and in the UK you've got a minimum salary
Yes.
rate, but here it's very cheap.
Yes.
So you have your human resource that you can use.
Yeah.
So that's why Bangladesh is one of the one of the very, you can say, highest exporters in terms of human resource, because they're doing good with their
You can get the bang for your buck.
You've got a good human capital going on.
Yeah.
So this is the store.
Okay.
Right. This is the store.
The raw material.
This is where we have fabrics coming from China. We've got fabrics coming from mills that are situated here, but mostly we'd say 90% of our fabrics are coming from China.
Okay.
The rest 10% are locally sourced from mills.
From mills. Local in
yeah,
Bangladesh.
textile mills. Yes,
Okay.
we also have textile mills that actually weave the materials,
Wow.
weave the fabrics, and they come here. But maximum they come from China. So
Now I noticed, sorry to interrupt you, but I noticed as I was going around to different markets in
Yep.
Dhaka here as well, a lot of people, they make the product here, but the actual raw material, as you said, is coming from
Coming
made
from
in China.
different places,
Now
yes.
do you see a shift coming in that? Do you see that the raw material will eventually become more localized as well, or?
that's what I think. That's something that we as a whole country should be working on. But for now, I think it's better that they come from China, because I feel like the machines, when you want to bring the machines, the weaving machines into the country, because of the tax, the machines, they become so expensive that you need to increase the fabric prices, or else you'll never be able to pay
It takes
off the
away
liability.
from the margin, it takes away from
There you
everything.
go, everything.
Okay.
So that's why it's better if you actually import instead of making it here. But soon we do plan to,
Once the resources are in place.
once the government starts supporting us more in terms of the textiles,
Got it.
hopefully we'll have something better
Awesome.
going on. So this is the store. We've got hundreds of crates here. We've got hundreds and thousands of rolls here, and they're all maximum of the garments. If you come here, if you
Yeah.
see, they're all denim,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So these are the denim fabrics.
Okay, very nice.
And then we've got the twill fabrics right there.
Okay.
So you'll see twill fabrics here as
Yeah,
well.
I see right here. This is the twill. Wow. Look at this rolled. How much does one of these weigh? It's so heavy.
They weigh a lot.
Yeah.
And then again, we have, because we have a good human source going on.
Yeah.
Because it's the human resource market, Bangladesh.
Yeah.
That's why we can actually utilize our human
Yeah.
capacity and power.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we can get this place running.
Yeah.
you'll see that
This
we
this
follow through.
this business is not possible without the manpower.
No, it definitely is not.
Yeah.
I don't think I can never think of a technically advanced, garments industry which would be run via machines instead of, human resources.
Yeah.
I don't think that's actually possible. I think there are people in talks where they see Bangladesh as a very technical country where, where the human resources will drop, human laborers will drop, but
Yeah.
I don't really think that's possible.
But in some ways it's good. Yeah, obviously the cost of labor is cheaper, but you do create a lot of jobs with this as well.
We do,
as we
exactly.
can see. I mean, look around. Yeah, yeah. So if you take away that, a lot of people don't have a job.
Exactly,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
So this machine here, once the fabrics are in, once the fabric from China are in,
Yeah.
they come here, to the store, and then what we do is before we cut them, we bring them here, and we actually check the roll. If there are any problems here, this machine is specialized in checking if the fabric has any problems whatsoever. Also with the counting of the yard.
Okay.
Right? So that's what it does. And then here, if you were to think
Yeah.
that, let's say if you were to think that you wanted to make the trouser that you're wearing
Yeah.
now, right? You'd say, okay, I'll just cut a piece of fabric and then I'll just shape it up and then I'll stitch it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But with our garments industry, we can't really think like that because we talk bulk, right?
Yes. So everything has to be down to a precise measurement.
Exactly. We need to make sure we beat the consumption.
Got it,
right? That's where we
100%.
win. That's where the money is.
It's the small
It's the
things.
small things. So you see what we do here is we cut the fabric into
the
layers,
molds.
right?
Okay,
we cut
okay,
the
okay.
fabric into layers. See, there's a big layer here. According to the quantity, we cut the fabric into layers.
Okay.
We
Using
use-
these molds.
Yes, and
Okay.
then we use them, right? So because there's layers of fabrics here,
Yeah.
this one part will make 30, 40 different parts, right?
Okay, okay, okay.
And what we usually do is, for our fabric, so the front part is separate to the back part. So you cut one side first, you cut the back side, then you cut this
then
side.
then
So
that-
then they're all stitched on together.
Okay, and
That's how
that's
we-
more efficient.
That's more efficient.
Okay.
That's how we save our fabrics, right?
So it really does come down to the small details with this business,
It
right?
does, it
Okay.
does. So if you see here, they've cut these into, their required sizes.
Okay.
And what they've done here is this thing will make at least 200, 300 pieces of fabric
Wow.
with just this, right?
Wow.
So, and if we were to cut single by single, we would never be able to run this factory.
No.
So that's how things are done here.
So it's done like this. So we can look at these machines. Yeah, yeah. So this guy right here is using this machine to cut it in. Wow, look at this.
These are being cut to make some leggings. Right?
Leggings.
Make some leggings.
Okay.
Women. We specialize in women.
You specialize in women. Okay. Look at the precise measurements you have to do this. Very nice, brother. Assalamu alaikum. Man, takes skill.
Before we hire people, we ask them their experience, and from that we give them an opportunity. We ask them to learn and move on. So
Yeah.
with us, especially my father, he's got this motto where he never gets rid of a person. He's like, you tell me where you want to work, I'll give you the opportunity.
Okay.
If you don't like this place, go upstairs and find yourself a job.
Yeah.
But I don't want. You're not here to quit.
Yeah.
You're here to,
Yeah.
you're here to look.
So the opportunity is given. It's whether or not they want to take it.
Exactly. It's totally up to them. They
Okay.
want. So this is the 20 set and embroidery machine.
Yeah.
Right? Its job is to, work with its needle. It's a 9-color needle. It spreads 9 colors.
Okay.
You can set 9 colors and use different threads to actually punch in your needle just to make a design. Right?
Okay.
So here you see when you come here. So the job for these is can you see this design on the bed? So, with men, I think with women they want their designs to be a bit,
Sequence, design,
funky, going
yeah,
on.
yeah.
So what we're doing here is we're making the jeans. So we can't just do it on a whole body.
Yeah.
We need to take a separate part just to make it happen.
Okay.
So this separate part is used, and they punch in their needles just to make that design.
And then this will be attached to the jeans. But how do you make it seamless?
There you go. That's where we make the magic.
That's where the magic happens.
Isn't this seamless?
It looks very seamless.
These are the type of
How do you do that?
That's your
Magic.
secret. That's something he can't tell us.
Okay, so this is the product, what they're making.
So, what's the manpower for? I feel like the machine is doing everything. What are they doing?
For this one, I'd say it's more of being careful.
Okay.
Right? It's more of being careful. That's where they're coming. They're actually trying to, monitor the area, seeing if the machines are doing their job properly.
Okay.
And because these are 20-set machines, they're very carefully handled.
Okay.
And they're very expensive as well. I think just a 20-set machine would cost over $200,000.
Whoa.
Just a set of machines.
Just a one machine?
No, just the
That whole
set, right?
line,
Just the
okay,
whole set.
okay.
And you need to, these are temperature control places. You need to control and monitor the temperature
Okay.
when you're here.
So that the machine doesn't overheat or anything like
so
that?
that's what they specialize in.
How often do you
see a design here, but it's a very nice design that we've done.
Okay.
So again, when we're making stuff, we actually have this whole part cut out. We have
Okay.
that whole part cut out. Then there's stitched onto making this work. Right?
Okay.
So they're all, when you go upstairs, you'll see that there's separate parts for every single item. There's separate parts.
Okay.
This part is separate, the pockets are separate, the front liners are separate,
Yeah.
the liners, the hams are separate.
it.
So everything's separate.
And that's when you're in the bulk business, right?
Exactly.
So like, I guess the difference between designer brands and your brand is something like they would do it all as a one piece type of
There
thing.
you go, yeah.
Okay, got it.
This is our doctor.
Hi, assalamualaikum. How are you?
And we have our beddings and everything in there for primary treatment, just in case someone falls sick in-house.
Okay.
And
That's awesome. So you're providing healthcare for the
we also
people.
have a childcare room.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And this is where all of our, kids stay. I say my kids.
Yeah.
They're all our workers'
Staff's kids.
They're just like our female.
Okay.
They're just like our kids.
Oh, nice.
And sleeping now.
Everybody's sleeping. Okay. So that's great. So you do have the opportunity if the workers are here, they can leave their children
just
here.
Just so they can,
Feel comfortable.
feel comfortable.
Yeah. This is where the magic happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is, whoa, that is huge.
People when they're coming through, they're like, okay, when they get in,
I was thinking like here, yeah.
And then when they come in, they're like, whoa.
Whoa, this is a big facility, guys.
And this is where,
This is like a shopping mall, but it's a plant.
yeah. So
Wow.
you see, and for us, we specialize in making huge size fabric. So
Oh, sorry.
huge
Do you
size
mind holding this?
something like this. I think we both can fit in one of these.
So wait, who is this for? Oversized people? Or?
I'm not sure if you've heard of the American TV show,
Yeah.
My 600 Pound Life.
Yeah.
The outfit.
Oh, really? Oh, snap. Guys, so if you guys ever watched My 600-Pound Life, this guy's clothes was actually used in that show. As you can see, this is for a very big person. A few more of those dinners that I just had and I would be this size. But right now it doesn't fit me. This is insane, man.
So, can you see, remember how I was talking to you about, in the cutting section where we cut.
तो आप लोगों ने वीडियो देख ली होगी, आपको पता चल चुका होगा कि किस तरीके से इंडियन लोग जो है वो बांग्लादेश विजिट करने जाते हैं, फिर वहाँ की फैक्ट्रीज के बारे में उनको पता चलता है कि यार बांग्लादेश के कपड़े तो वैसे ही मशहूर है क्योंकि उनकी क्वालिटी आला होती है, वो अच्छे तरीके से बनाते हैं और उसमें काम अच्छे तरीके से होता है। तो इंडियन लोग विजिट कर रहे थे, ये फैक्ट्री की विजिट थी, मैं आपके साथ शेयर कर रहा था। देखिए किसी कंट्री के अंदर अगर काम अच्छा होता है, फैक्ट्री के अंदर काम अच्छा होता है, तो पूरा वर्ल्ड उसकी जो है तारीफ करता है। वीडियो थी, ये फैक्ट्री जो थी वो आला क्वालिटी के कपड़े बनाते हैं और पूरे वर्ल्ड के अंदर आज वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करता है और फिर वहां से लोग अपने लिए कपड़े लेते हैं। अब आप यहाँ पे मैं आपके साथ शेयर करूं, देखिए पाकिस्तान के लोग भी विजिट करते हैं बांग्लादेश, बट इंडिया के करीब है, बट इंडियन लोग काफी ज्यादा जाते हैं वहां पे। तो इसी तरीके से वीडियो थी, इंटरेस्टिंग लगी है तो वीडियो को लाइक लाजमी करें।